Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Girl Talk. I've got a little bit of mess and a lot of it of drama today for you guys. For today's video, we're going to go ahead and talk about this absolute bombshell of a live stream that Amberlynn actually did last night, or you could say earlier this morning. It was 4 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, 3 o'clock for her. Basically, it was in the middle of the night. I completely missed it until I woke up this morning, but as soon as I saw what was going on, I knew I had to start making my notes so I could come on and discuss this situation, because damn, she did not hold back letting us know what has really been going on this entire time. Yes, she has been in a relationship with Emily Tommy this entire time. So it's basically a repeat of the wifey situation. And now it looks like while Tommy was throwing shade and leaking information and drama about Amber, she was in a relationship with her at the same time. Remember, she was just exposed for being on Amberlynn's subreddit talking crap about her, but defending herself. Things are about to get wild. I do want to see what Tommy has to say, and apparently we are going to get a follow-up from Tommy. But for now, let's just get straight into the drama. All right, you guys, welcome back to Girl Talk. We will be discussing an entire recap of Amber's 2-hour live stream. I did see someone say she can only come on for an hour for her audience, but when it comes to defending herself, she'll sit there all day. And that couldn't be more true. Amber's live stream was titled, "We Have Been in a Relationship This Whole Time." And it now has over 100,000 views. Like, damn girl, bring the drama. Okay, I see you. So the stream starts off, you can tell that Amber is a little bit frazzled, right? And throughout the duration of this live stream, there are several texts coming in from Tommy Emily. The first one being, "I wouldn't say too much if I were you." So here Tommy is coming in with the threats. She doesn't want too much getting out there. I mean, girl, I feel like her internet history is worse than anything Amberlynn could tell us, but who knows what really went down behind the scenes. Tommy has video proof of Amber being terrible. Amber blames all of this on unmedicated BPD, unmedicated, untreated. She keeps bringing this up throughout the duration of the live stream, I think in order to get ahead of what she knows is going to be coming out from Tommy. Although if she actually wanted to get ahead of it, she would be the one revealing it first. Instead, she wants to blame it on the fact that she was unmedicated and untreated, even though that's her fault and she put herself in that position. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I completely missed this when it was live. I'm sure a lot of you guys did as well. First, Amber admits that they have been together this entire time. And as she has been with Tommy over the past few months, Tommy has been talking bad about her. It's happened several times at this point in public, private DMs that were since leaked. Remember Rachel's video? And even Reddit. It was just exposed that Emily was on Reddit talking crap about Amber, trying to defend herself. Like, it was so obvious. Who's really out there defending Tommy? Like, Amber gets really upset as she reminds the audience that Tommy had a whole effing Reddit where she made fun of my body. Ouch. Citing specifically from Reddit, there was one post where a Redditor asks, how would Amber look after losing weight? And Tommy replied by calling her Porcahonas and said that she would look like melted ice cream. So this is what she's writing about the girl that she's in a relationship with. That's what I just don't understand. If you're disgusted by this, then why are you in a relationship? It just doesn't make sense to me. That's my big question. Why stick around? Amber, we know that she's desperate and delusional and gullible. Even though Tommy hurt her so many times, she believed that she would change and finally stop, but clearly that's not what's happening. So it's safe to say that is it even? It's not really safe to say that they're not going to get back together, because they just might, based on everything that's already come out about their relationship, and they were together the whole time. Finally, Amber admits that the most miserable time in her life was when she was in Wisconsin with Tommy. And get this, she said, I was miserable, but I hid it well. No, you didn't, girl. I remember watching those videos at the time and everybody was wondering what the hell is going on because she posted like 2 videos a month when she was on that trip. And you could tell she was crying. You could tell she was worn out. You could tell that things were not going well. You were not hiding it at all. Amber states that she's never been with someone so vindictive and scary. Is it possible that Amber has met her match? A narc who has since been outed to the public. I mean, that would, if that was like a soft spot for her, being around Amber would, I believe, trigger that narc rage because Amber's the one that got her outed to the public. Really, it was her fault that she didn't get rid of this stuff or even do it in the first place when it comes to all the some history that people dug up about her. It was all on there online for the world to see. At this point, Amber is blubbering and you can barely understand what she's saying in between sobs and catching her breath. But she does lament that Tommy was betraying her while she was right next to her. Right there in Wisconsin. Like, girl, I feel like we were right. We always get this stuff right. We're always 2 steps ahead when it comes to Amber's drama or personal life. No, I think it's just Amber. She's gullible. She's delusional, as I said, and she's desperate to be in a relationship. So she didn't want to see what the audience was telling her, even though the proof was right there in front of her. You could see it in Tommy's past, and Amber was living it, allegedly. But I also want to say, I feel like there is no like clear-cut victim here in this relationship. This is not a Beck and Amber situation where it was clear that Amber was the one manipulating, controlling Beck. And we haven't gotten to hear Tommy's side of things, but I would not take anything that Amber says or Tommy says as 100% fact. I really wouldn't. I don't believe either of these girls. I think they're both manipulative. It's just Tommy is smarter. So in a way, she outsmarted Amberlynn at her own game. And throughout the relationship, Tommy kept promising her that she wouldn't do anything to hurt her again. She wouldn't reach out to random people online, giving out bits of information regarding Amber. I just feel like we're going to see a tonal shift where people are going to be sympathetic towards Tommy. We've seen what she's done. You're not going to get that from me. 2 days ago, Amber claims that she calmly explained an issue that she had with Tommy, and they ended up having an argument. Yeah, just 2 days ago. So this is like a fresh breakup. Are we even going to believe Amber if she says that they're not together? Maybe they're still together now. Maybe they made up this morning. Crazier things have happened. Foodie Beauty's Natter saga. Just when you thought that he went so low, there's no way she would go back, she goes back. So it wouldn't be a new thing for this community. Every time that Amber and Emily argue, it seems like a rumor or tea is put out there, comes through the cracks. The mole, for example. Apparently, the final straw for Amber was hearing that Emily is going to be spilling all to Mr. Snowflake. Take a look at this community tab. Update, been speaking to Emily, Tommy, obviously, been a very hard listen. Well, over text, but you know what I mean. We spoke about the emotional and physical abuse from Amber. We discussed Rarity. She sent me over screenshots of messages Amber sent to her on the day Rarity went missing. Amber, I think you better make a quick video and sort your Rarity missing story out. We discussed the breakup and post breakup. So here we go. It looks like we're going to get information from Tommy's side. Why am I getting this feeling that Emily Tommy is trying to paint herself as another Beck? Sweetie, that's not going to happen. You're not Beck. I look forward to hearing what Tommy has to say for herself. During the live stream, Tommy twice threatened Amber that she was going to release this video where Amber is having a half-naked BPD meltdown, in her words. So I don't know if that's going to be put out there soon, but it doesn't look great for our girl. At this point, Amber finally tells the truth about what actually happened in the Rarity situation, although I don't know if I'm buying this one either. We'll hear from Tommy and see what she has to say. It'll be hard to say whose story to believe. I think they're both manipulative liars here. I think that they'll probably both be lying in different ways, if I had to guess. So here's Amber's perspective on the real Rarity situation. Her and Tommy were sitting in their car. They would do that for hours because Tommy would smoke cigarettes in there. So they're sitting in the truck. on their phones, and Tommy is texting Andrea. Amber notices the name pop up, and Amber already caught Tommy talking crap about her to Andrea. Apparently, Tommy told Amber that Andrea was a girl from work, but that was just a lie. Andrea is actually a girl world hater that Tommy befriended. I don't understand why someone would befriend their girlfriend's hater. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I feel like Tommy had to have had ulterior motives from the start. Like, that's just what keeps popping up in my mind. Like, this was not a genuine relationship. It does seem as though she is genuinely into big girls. Maybe she wanted to like get that, if you know what I mean. It doesn't seem like Tommy ever liked Amber. Amber getting very suspicious about what else Tommy is doing. She says, "Let me see your phone." You guys know famous last words when it comes to a relationship. Let me see your phone. Excuse me. Amber starts looking at the apps. Something tells her to open up the Tumblr app. At this point in the live stream, Tommy says, "You need to stop this immediately." Amber continues, "What I was looking at on Tumblr broke me." And it was literally just like fat girls, according to Amber. So for Amber, she does not like when someone is looking at that content while they're in a relationship with her. I don't know if she made that clear with Tommy at the beginning or not, because yeah, that's something you should probably make clear with your partner. Some people don't really see that as anything, but for Amber, it was a big deal. Damn, Tommy. I mean, she just comes across to me as very like talking to all of the girls in the DMs, hitting up every well-known big girl. What was that about? Remember when Tommy first came on the scene, we first figured out who she was exactly. People saw that she was messaging well-known bigger women. 2 girls came forward saying that they got messages by Tommy, and her ex was known in the community, the community, and was on Dr. Phil at one point. So she had a bit of notoriety. It's just odd to me. What is her ulterior motive in this whole situation? Maybe Tommy gets off on the humiliation of these women, treating them poorly. Maybe that's all part of her attraction. After Amber sees the corn on Tommy's phone, they have a crazy argument at 5 o'clock in the morning. Everything just comes to a head and Amber spills. Tommy's not having it, so she leaves the house, and she left in such a hurry that she left the glass door open. After that, Amber is sitting at the kitchen table, waiting for Tommy to come back, and she feels the breeze and notices that the door is open. But at this point, instead of securing her animals because the door was open, that'd be my first thought. Hours went by until she noticed that Rarity was not in the house. That's what I don't understand about this story. Why wouldn't you check on your animals right away if a door was open? It didn't seem to cross Amber's mind. Fishy, interested to see what Tommy's recollection of events is. How are we supposed to believe any of this from Amber, really, when she was lying the whole time, not only about this relationship, but about the whole cat incident in general? She even did that how to let your cat out tutorial. Remember that? Where she opened the door. We don't need a play-by-play, sweetheart. Especially if that's not even what happened. Apparently, even Amberlynn was telling Amber to leave Tommy, but Amber has the survival instincts of an ant, apparently. I really do think that she met her match here. Our girl, the toxic, abusive girlfriend, she met her match with Tommy. Tommy came with games. Tommy was playing chess and Amber was playing checkers. She thinks that Tommy is a narcissist. It takes one to know one. The low-hanging fruit, but whatever. And then, ooh, this was pretty harsh. She goes into the things that Tommy would call her, including the C word and other expletives. But she says that the first time she called me a fat ass, my jaw was on the floor. You're looking at big women on Tumblr. You're only into big women, but you're going to call someone a fat ass. I just don't get that. It's giving like incel men behavior. When it comes to the video that Tommy has, the half-naked BPD meltdown, Amber does state that she will attempt to sue Tommy if that comes out. Y'all know how Amber is. The possibility of her suing is very, very low, albeit it's not zero. I would like to see this taken to court. I'd love a good lawsuit. Amber claims that Tommy was blackmailed. With what exactly? I don't know, because we knew so much bad stuff about Tommy. It was already out there. So what else could this person have to hold over Tommy's head? And where did they get it, really? It would have to be someone that knew her in real life to know something, or it was just somebody trying to scare her and they didn't actually have anything. Because if there was something, it would have been put out there months ago with the amount of stuff that's already been put out there about Tommy. Maybe it's an ex of Tommy's. Maybe Tommy has a pattern of treating people like garbage. I don't know. And Amber. What if Tommy this entire time was a poo toucher, a cow tipper, and she was too stupid to realize that all of her dirty laundry would be put out there as well? That could be the case. She was just a hater. And I just know that Tommy is cooking up this narrative. We'll have to see how much of it is true, how much I think is a lie. She wants to look like Beck so that people will coddle her, defend her. It's coming. It's coming. Don't buy it, folks. Don't buy it. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. We'll see what Tommy says. I know it's not going to be good. We know the things that Amber does. But I think that both of these people were very manipulative and during this relationship. And this is nothing like the Beck situation at all. Amber admits that just the other day, she Snapchatted her whole body head to toe to Tommy with no clothes. And now she's talking to Snowflake. Like, I just wonder what Tommy wants to gain from this situation. It seems like at one point, Tommy didn't want to be part of this. Tommy didn't want people talking about her, right? That was the whole issue. Don't talk about me. Keep my name out of your mouth. But now she's actively seeking out Mr. Snowflake. And even this whole time, she has been actively seeking out random people who would then go tell the tea to reaction channels. So does she want people to talk about her? Does she want attention or not? And, you know, if she wanted to get attention off of this and make money or whatever, as gross as it may seem, she would make her own channel. And she hasn't done that. So I'm just a bit at a loss here. We saw what happened with Tommy's ex, and I think that she had a very large role in her demise. I do. And that is what Tommy doesn't like. That's what Tommy doesn't want to hear. But it's the truth. Was she trying to take Amber down that path? I mean, remember, didn't she get off of her Ozempic for Tommy? Tommy was like, whatever, get off of it. She wanted her to gain like crazy, keep her in the basement, right? That was the whole thing. She gets to a point in the live stream where she's like trying to get ahead of the release of this video or the release of whatever Tommy says in retaliation by admitting that she was crazy. She did act crazy. But I would be surprised if it's worse than Beck's story. I don't think Tommy would take the things that Beck took, to be honest. Amber feels as though all Emily wanted was a body. She was just like a body to her. The whole time she was talking to this Andrea woman, spilling all the tea on their relationship. I don't know if this person has been revealed yet. If you are out there, come forward, please. Let us know what's going on. Amber claims that this Andrea woman is an old woman and a narcissist. Of course, Amber loves to throw out that everybody's a narcissist. Amber does admit that she was never in a basement, never trapped in a basement. She was keeping her down there and just bringing brookies and pizza. I genuinely thought that at one point because Amber had left YouTube for weeks at a time. People were wondering about her whereabouts, and she doesn't post on like Twitter or anywhere else, really. Instagram. Yeah, on Instagram, but she wasn't posting anywhere. She laments that people hated Tommy and now they're talking to her. She also reveals that Tommy hated Mr. Snowflake, so it's weird for her to be telling her story to him specifically. Apparently, Narc Alert's name is Andrea, so people were wondering if that's her. Wouldn't that be quite a twist? Emily Tommy was talking to Narc Alert during the whole relationship. Give us a true or false, girl. Amber then talks about how people would go real life with her and her girlfriends in the past. Wifey specifically, Wifey's HR team was contacted, which is just odd to me. Like, I would like to know, what do these people say Hi, I'm contacting you about your employee, wifey. She's dating this controversial YouTuber. Like, what do you say when you are contacting wifey's HR department? I just don't understand that. Are they supposed to fire her because she's dating Amberlynn Reed? Like, Amber seems to be very stressed and afraid, dare I say, afraid of what Tommy is going to be revealing to Mr. Snowflake. She has no idea what Tommy's going to reveal. Girl, yeah, you do, unless she lies and makes things up. You know exactly what she's going to tell Mr. Snowflake. I think it's obvious at this point that Tommy is the mole. We have been talking this week about a mole in Amber's life. Someone leaked that she got this new cat, Romeo. At this point, Amber says that she's going to choose herself. Choosy, choosy, girl. Choosy, choosy. Do you think she made Tommy play choosy? More lies. Amber claims to have never hit anyone. She never hit Emily, never hit Crystal, never hit Destiny. And people in the side chat were quick to bring up the code red bottle. Amber says that that doesn't count. Girl, you threw a bottle at her. I feel like that does count. But this also tells me, so you hit wifey and Beck. She kind of told on herself. But Amber did all of this for Tommy. She lied about the Rarity situation to protect Tommy. She just wanted people to like Tommy. Girl, once the feeder information was all out there, that was not going to happen. She fed someone. She actively encouraged and enabled this woman to eat herself to no return while she was laid up in the hospital getting Dominoes. Like, who does that? Amber says that reactors are going to start kissing Tommy's ass. You're not going to get that here. I guess I deserve that bitch award. She goes on a tangent because people continue to accuse her of lying about certain things. She says, I'm not a liar, but the whole video was her admitting so many lies. It's like, girl, which is it? I need to make like the definitive list of Amberlynn lies. Make it digital because you don't want to destroy an entire forest. Apparently, someone in the side chat brought this up, so Amber talked about it for like a split second. There is a Girl World coloring book available at Barnes & Nobles. And I kid you not, it's on the website, but it's not actually in stores. It would be way funnier if it was actually in stores, but we're not going to get that. Yet. What's coming up on Amber's channel? She's gonna do what I ate today. She was gonna do 10 days of what I ate today and weighing in for 10 days straight. Girl, riveting, riveting. I feel like I like a what I ate today video every now and again. Every day? No. Even when she was doing them once a week, it was too much. Once a month, maybe, girl. She does admit what everyone knows, that she has been gaining and gaining and gaining a lot recently. In the aftermath of this situation, I wonder how much of that has to do with Tommy, whether it is dealing with the stress of the toxic relationship or Tommy encouraging her to eat food, watching her eat, whatever it may be. Admits that she thoroughly crashed out in Wisconsin while looking for a Rarity. They were driving around and Amber was crying, blubbering, kind of like she was doing on this live stream. And Tommy told her, allegedly, that she would punch her teeth down her throat. And she threatened to hit Amber twice, Amber alleges, although Alexis alleged that Amber was the one DVing. So who knows exactly? They both put hands on each other. I mean, be for real. Amber didn't mind if she was just Tommy's fetch, as long as she actually loved her for who she was. Well, girl, aren't those two contradictory things? I mean, you were like a wallet and a toy, right? Sounds like Foodie Beauty. Nowadays, Tommy has all kinds of videos and photos of Amber in compromising positions. Who knows if they're going to be put out there? I do know that that is illegal, so I don't know if Tommy would risk that. I mean, that would be really disgusting if she actually put those videos out there. Yeah, Amber's scared that she has all these videos and pictures. I'm sure that Amber also has videos and pictures, so usually when it comes to a relationship, that's what kind of keeps it. They both have pictures, so neither of them will leak them. I mean, it's just common sense not to leak a picture, but some people are just vindictive and cruel. During the live, I guess Emily insinuates suing Amber for damages because Twinkie would piss on the rug. And Amber goes ballistic. You have to see it. Roll the clip.
Like, I tried to fix it, like, genuinely, and then I ended up buying a whole steam cleaner for her. Like, I tried to fix it, bro. Like, But it's crazy because she has this cat named Princess, which she keeps trying to throw out, by the way, on the streets, and I keep telling her not to. She really wants to fuck around. We could fuck around and find out. So I'm fucking done.
Emily was recording her every breakdown, and she has no idea the amount of footage, soundbite, voice recordings, etc. that Tommy has of Amber. Tommy/Emily, same person. And at the end, Amber admits that she's scared to go to bed because she doesn't know what she's going to wake up to. And I would like to be a fly on the wall when she wakes up and checks her phone. See what Tommy said about this situation. I wonder what Tommy is texting her. She does continue to say, like, Tommy, stop texting me, but she doesn't block her. Just block her then, girl. But Amber has a final statement to Tommy. Let's take a peek.
Oh my God, I could say so much. All I wanted to do was love you. And you only ever made me feel like hated, like genuinely. I wish things could have been different. Like, I wish you wouldn't have hurt me in the ways that you did. I wish you wouldn't have lied, betrayed over and over, hid things from me, said awful things to me. All I ever wanted to do was love you.
All right, you guys, this is kind of an update from hours later as I have been working on this video. And there was a few things I did want to add. That being, I do hear a lot of people talking about Twinkie's nails and how that needs to be addressed. She is clearly neglecting that situation. The nails are bending into the ground. It doesn't look comfortable. She actually did a live while I was working on this video. She promised to get ready with me. I did hear that she was talking about reactive abuse and using that as a justification for what I guess she knows Tommy's going to say, laying the groundwork for her defense, so to speak. Everything wrong that Amber did in this relationship was because it was a reaction to stuff that Tommy already did. That's how she's painting it at this point. But I am hoping that Emily comes on and provides proof, text messages, whatever it is, because we are in desperate need of something like that. Amber showed nothing, as per usual. I was also thinking about Emily's child. It didn't come up in the live stream with Amber, so I had completely forgot that there was a child involved in this situation. Emily is a mother. I'm not sure if that had any part in their fights or what was going on during that situation. Was Amber jealous of this child? Something I just completely forgot about. I will go ahead and watch today's live stream from her on my own time and give you guys the play-by-play tomorrow night on my live stream, Shook After Dark. Be there or be square. And we'll see where this goes because it is far from over as far as I could tell. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I will be here tomorrow night for Sunday's live stream, Shook After Dark. So make sure to stop by. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. All right. Bye, everyone. Toodaloo.